of the company?
Okay, so my brand name, like to call it a brand. My brand name is Makanaka Beauty Bar, which I named after my daughter.
Wow.
And Makanaka resonates with you are beautiful.
All right.
So when I picked it, a lot of people think I'm building a legacy for my child. No, I don't have one child. I actually have 3.
Okay.
So it won't be fair for me to say it's for Makanaka. Then I have other 2 kids. But I just loved the name because it resonates with what I do. Makanaka means you are beautiful inside out, and it's one thing that I'm so passionate about, to make people beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry for beauty?
Yeah, I think this is like my 5th year.
5th year?
Yeah, I started just before the COVID era.
Wow.
I would like to say that. I always want to talk about it because, I started full force. I was so passionate about it. All my things were in a row. They were like moving well. And then the year that I started this journey of being like a makeup artist, I was only a makeup artist. I was only focusing on makeup. But then I grew into now a spa, when I would do now like body massages, facials, and what. I used to go to school to that. So like how I started is I was working in a supermarket, and then right about it, they said you need to go and work at the beauty and cosmetics section. I don't know what they saw in me. Sometimes it's just the way in a supermarket. I was at the tills.
All right.
The manager calls me and said, "Do you want you to go and work at the beauty and cosmetics?" Sometimes it's just the way you present yourself. Sometimes you sell yourself. So I was to sell yourself first. So what they say in life is, the first 7 seconds when a person meets you, they will judge you according to how you look and how you speak.
That's true. Even when I saw you, I thought maybe you were a model the first time.
Yeah, I'm a model party time.
Oh, you do also model?
Yes, I'm a model party time. I actually trained with top models in Zimbabwe.
Wow. So how many jobs have you done in your life?
I do a lot of things. I also speak. I'm also an MC.
Wow.
Yeah, I do a lot of things.
Wow.
And all the things that I'm doing, I don't even practice. It's naturally. You know how I started modeling? It's just when I will be working, especially when I go to those malls, like high-end malls, a lot of white people will ask me, "Are you a model?" Then I said, then someone said, "Why can't you just do? Just go and do modeling." That's how I started modeling. And then this speaking thing, I would just speak on radio, speak on podcasts, speak on functions. So someone noticed me and said, "Why can't you come and be an MC at my function?" And I was like, me an MC? I never thought of it. And the day I did it, a lot of people can say, "Yo, so how long have you been doing this?" I was like, "This is my first day."
Wow, it's an inspiration.
Yes, so that's how I started. And then when I left that supermarket, I went to work again in a retail for clothing. And then I also was transferred to the beauty and cosmetics department.
All right.
That's when I thought, no man, I need to really follow through, because I for me it was the fulfillment of just seeing people being happy after I just do a small little thing on them. That's when I go and train for under Jekimugito Cosmetics, and then the journey started. I worked there for a year. Then I started going to school to get certified, which is something very important to people out there. Whenever you're doing something, learn about it and get it certified, because a lot of opportunities will open normally if you have all your things in order, your papers and what. So that's what I also did. I went and get certified, and that certification can actually make me work in cruise ships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's an international certificate.
All right.
Yeah, so that's how I started my journey. And when I left Jekimugito Cosmetics, I started humble beginnings. I only had a skill in my hand. I didn't have money, where some people want to start by just opening a big shop, you finish, how to what. No, I started small, working in a salon. I was renting a corner in a salon. A friend of mine at a salon said, "Come here, I'll rent you a space for $50. That's how I started. So the people who will be coming to the salon, I'll say, "Hi, how are you? My name is Ivy. I do makeup. Would you mind if I do your eyebrows?" I don't have a money today. Don't worry, I will do them for free. That's how I grew my clientele, through referrals.
And now you are also empowering employing other.
Yes, now I own 2 branches. The other one is 5 Avenue, the other one's in Milton Park, and I don't know how many girls I've mentored who have come and they trained for me and went and opened their own things.
Who are owning their own?
Yes, through me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it an inspiration? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, are there any other boys like into beauty?
Yes, I also have one guy called Tinashe.
Wow.
You can go and interview him if you want.
What mainly does he focus on? Because
Makeup.
Wow.
He's a makeup artist.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a boy, but he's a makeup artist. He's doing so well.
So I wanted to ask, when you employ your workers, how did you analyze them? Like, this one suits this position, this one suits this position, or there are certain certificates that they come with?
No, not really. Normally, I've seen that a lot of people that I attract at my spa, normally are those people that really, they don't even, most of them, they didn't even have qualifications. They didn't even have anything. They have never tried the beauty, and they just said, we want to come and train. Then I train them from beginning.
Okay.
I train them. Normally, also what I normally focus on is customer experience, customer care, which is very important in any type of business, because at the end of the day, no matter how good you are on anything, and if your customer service is bad, clients don't come back.
That's true.
So I've attracted a lot of girls who come from a lot of difficult spaces.
Okay.
So normally I'm so passionate about bringing out that girl inside that you feel is not there.
Yeah.
So when you come to me and I start to talk, I just don't take someone and say, you want makeup. I sit down with you and ask, why beauty? Okay. I want to know the why.
Yeah, that's the meaning.
That's the most important thing. Because you can't just because Mama said I finished my O levels, I was just sitting at home and she said, go and do beauty whilst you're waiting to go. No, I said, no, I'm not going to take you. I want someone who wants it, who is passionate about it. That person can understand that even if it will take 10 years for you to get that profit that you're looking for, but still you go back, you go to work every day. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, how did you keep up on the trends, like the hairstyles? How do you know, like, this one is the one which is trending?
No, like social media nowadays gives us all that information, and our industry is easy. People just come with their pictures. Okay. They show, I want this. So the thing now is you also need to invest into learning those things.
All right.
Because someone comes and says, I want this hairstyle, and you haven't done it and you haven't practiced it, you lose money. So you need to keep on. Even me, I keep on checking what on eyebrows. What are people doing? So nowadays people are doing what they call permanent eyebrows.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh.
I went and trained in South Africa,
okay,
and then I came back and did it in Zimbabwe. People no longer want to do their eyebrows every day.
Have you done it in Zimbabwe?
Yes, a lot of people are doing it in Zimbabwe.
So that even tomorrow you just wake up.
Even if you go into a swimming pool, you have your eyebrows. The way they are in my face like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask something. There are some people who watches like a hairstyle, but that hairstyle doesn't fit in their head. Like, how did you do with those customers if they say I want you to implement this thing? You
educate them. You need to be educated. It's like I'll talk from makeup side of view. So someone can bring a picture with eyeshadows and say, I want this type of eye. Then I look at their face, I look at their eyes. You need now to tell them, but you need to tell them in the right way. So I'll tell them, you know what, ma'am, you love this look, but with the shape of your face. And you have got what we call a hooded eye, which will not fit with this look, because a hooded eye also would not match with the type of event with this look will not match with the type of event you're going. You're actually telling them so that you educate them. Why? You should say, no, this doesn't fit you. No, you educate them so that they can know why you are saying this doesn't suit your hairstyle. I feel like the color that you bought with your complexion, I feel doesn't suit. The colors which suits you are this and this and this and this and this. So that they can understand.
That's true.
So that's why I'm saying you also need to learn and go to school, practice more, research about what you're doing, so that when someone comes to you and they want to understand something, you give them the right information. Yeah.
So there is this question. Me, I was born in a ghetto. When we say beauty, or when we say a spa, other youth like me, they think otherwise. So how did you differentiate Makanaka Beuty spa with others? You know what I'm talking about when we talk about the spas that we have, especially in Harare. And I think it's a pandemic, because now people when you talk about spa, they just
especially when you talk about massage. That's what you want to say, right?
Mostly when you talk about massage, they think otherwise. even through on the internet, that's the thing they think about it. How did you differentiate Makanaka to those other guys that are doing that spa?
Professionalism.
All right.
Is the most important thing. Like, so when you're talking about massage, I go back to what I told you. Yes. You need to research about what you do. You need to learn. So if someone says, I want a massage, why do you need a massage is the first question that I ask you.
Even to the client?
Yes.
All right.
Why do you need a massage?
Okay.
So because people need to know what they want. You can't just say, I want a massage. Why do you need it? What is a massage? That's the question also.
Okay.
What is a massage? So I need to tell you what are the benefits of having a massage.
All right.
Your blood circulation, it improves your blood circulation. Those with knots, when you're not just doing massage.
That's true.
You'll be fixing something on them.
Oh.
So someone will say, so there are different types of massage, like there's Swedish, there's deep tissue, there's aromatherapy, there's what. So the moment you ask them, why do you need a massage? And they explain to you, you know what, I've been traveling. I traveled, it's like carrying, a friend of mine traveled from UK, right? Yes. And she's tired, her body muscles are doing. So when she comes, I know what type of massage she wants. Is it going to be a Swedish? Is it going to be for her to relax? I want her to relax. So I will give her a Swedish massage. Something just to make her body relax and so that she can sleep better. And someone says, no, I've been running.
Yes.
I was at a marathon in Victoria Falls and my muscles are what? I know this person needs a deep tissue massage where I'm putting pressure. So I'm not just doing. So the thing about what you say differentiating yourself is when you know what you're doing, the benefits and what, you actually attract the right client or who knows the benefits of massages. Someone who comes to you and say, I want a massage, they know what they want. The people who need those massages, they don't come to us. They know where to go.
Also, they know where
to go. But trust me, we also have clients who ask us, do you offer extras after a massage? Then I'll tell them, you don't need a massage. You're not asking for a massage. A massage is not linked to extras somehow. Because the moment I'll finish your massage, a professional massage, you'll be sleeping.
All right.
I'll actually wake you up, say, hi, we are done with the massage. Then I'll say, I'm going to give you another 10 more minutes to rest. Then I'll come in and you can excuse. So how can you get an extra when you're sleeping?
Yeah, that's true.
You get it. So what I'm saying is those are not massages. Those things that you call massages,
yes.
It's not a massage. Because a proper massage, a professional massage is someone relaxes and sleeps.
All right. So I want to ask something. The time that you started your company, it seems like you were the person who was capable of doing the massage to the client. On your perspective, doesn't it affect your relationship, especially with your husband? Doesn't it affect your relationship?
Why? Because
I'm asking this question because I think my girlfriend is also into massage. So okay. I want you to know before you get into a marriage, does it affect? Because there are some clients, they are men, then they say they want a massage. How does he feel? That's the main.
So I told you, if I show you my inbox right now, yes. I don't know how many messages I have in my phone with people saying, I want a massage. Do you offer extras?
Okay.
No, sir, we don't offer extras. Someone even went extra to say, I'll offer you a significant amount of money if you do this after. I said, no, sir, we don't offer those type of massages.
Okay.
You just have to remain professional. So whatever your girlfriend is doing, you have to know the way she's working, yes. How she set up her area, yes. Wherever she'll be working at. Yes. Those things will also give you comfort to say, okay, this is a professional place. You can actually see this is a professional place. Okay. Something which is not professional, you can actually see this is not a professional place.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, now I get it.
So for me, my husband supports me. He has never had a problem because things like that. I'll go home and tell him, you know what, there's a client today. Look at this. Yeah, we talk.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So how did you charge, like, the prices? How do you come up with the prices? Like this thing, you offer this one. Is it about hours or is it about?
Yeah, some treatments we charge them by hour. Like massages, we charge them like, if it's a straight dish, it's $30 an hour. If it's deep tissue, it's $40 an hour. So some services we charge by time. Some services just like a fixed figure. You also need to look at your competitors.
All right.
Their price, yeah. So someone told me that, there are always the high-end prices, then there's the middle one, then there's the lowest. And for me, I felt like most, even if you want to buy something, you want to buy a laptop,
Yes.
you're going through the mall.
Yes.
You first go to the shop which charges this laptop $1,000.
That's right.
Then you get in the shop which charges $600, and you go into a shop which charges $200. Which shop would you go?
Yeah, definitely I'll buy the expensive one.
The expensive one. Normally, if you can't afford the expensive, go at the middle one.
That's true.
So normally, a lot of clients choose like the middle price,
Alright.
not the most expensive for the lowest.
Okay.
Some people they always will ask, why is it too expensive? Because if someone can charge that laptop, that's something for 600. Why are you charging it 1,000? And if someone is charging that laptop for 600, why are you charging it 200?
That's true. They want to know.
They want to know. So probably they'll go. And the middle price normally is the right price.
Alright. So I've seen most of the people when they study, especially beauty, they think of just leaving Zimbabwe. If you ever think about it, like just leaving Zimbabwe?
Yeah, a lot of people nowadays, especially like I told you, the school that I went to do my course, it's an iTech certificate, it's international. A lot of people are going there, cruise ships. A lot of people are going to cruise ships.
Alright.
That's where a lot of people are going. But trust me, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
People, you work there. You work.
That's true.
You work for your money.
Yeah.
Some go eat food for work.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a friend who also went there and she only did 3 months and she came back and said, I'm tired, I can't. Like it's long hours. But for me now, like I'm saying is, I did this in a way that I then did it as a business. I also want to build something for my kids. I want to build a legacy for them, and also being there also has helped me a lot. So in any type of business, and especially our beauty industry, talking about someone who wants to invest into a beauty industry right now, the honest truth is it's very, very, very difficult for you to open a business for beauty and you are not qualified also, or you are not familiar with doing the services also. It's very difficult because you will be forced now to go and employ people who are trained to work for you.
That's true.
But you don't even have knowledge. So what happens is, if you don't have knowledge of something, it's like you're doing this.
Yes.
You find an intern to edit, and you are not an editor. You can't afford to edit the videos that you are doing right now.
That's true.
But you find someone, you are just doing these interviews. Then you find a boy to edit for you, but you are not familiar. So if they make a mistake, what will happen?
I won't even notice.
You won't even notice.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to say, okay, I'm doing this, but you feel like now it's overwhelming for you. You find someone to help you. So whenever they are doing something, even if you are doing something, you are able to see, okay, I think do this. So that's something that has also helped me to grow my business, because I've always been there.
Okay.
No matter I have a client, no matter we don't have clients, no matter what, no matter I have 10 girls,
Yes.
I will always be at work to check and monitor. If someone's not doing the right thing, I can easily take over.
All right.
So imagine you open a business, you just employ some girls, you're at work, they have a fight with the client about the service they were doing, and the client is not happy. The next thing you hear, the client was shouting on top of their voice. So if I'm there, I go in and say, hi ma'am, how are you? May you, oh, I'm sorry ma'am, I'm sorry, let me take over. After that I say, may you please come back again. It's on the house. The next statement is on the house. I know how to soften them.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. I think in that one, it makes you have more clients if you have that client service like that, because Zimbabweans, they are always Zimbabweans, and something may even come when there's less than 30 minutes left, and then say, I want a hairstyle like that. Did you ever encounter something like that?
Oh my God, it's a topic for another day. So another day, especially in our beauty industry, it's both ways. The service providers versus the clients. It's a topic for another day, because the clients have got their own perspective of doing things because I'm the client, but we also have our way of doing things.
That's true.
Because if you book an appointment for 1 and you don't show up, you show up at 1:30, the person who had booked it 2, you've inconvenienced them.
Yeah.
But some clients just feel like because I'm the client, I have the right to anything. But they also have to know that we also have a way of how we'll be running our business. So if you are late, you inconvenience me, you inconvenience also the next client. So But now it needs you to be very, very professional and have wisdom on how to manage crises and manage situations at work, and how to take feedback from clients, because clients, they say, I was not happy with my nails. How do you respond to that? It's very important. If some clients will even start an argument with you in front of other clients, how do you respond to that? Because you, as service providers, you always have to know how to manage conflicts at work.
That's true. So how do you see yourself in the next 5 years in terms of your company?
So right now, I feel like I'm growing more into trainings. I want to focus now more into trainings. I want to open an institution where we'll be training the skills, because I also want to focus more on the girl child who would have gone through a lot in life because of my story. I was once in an abusive marriage and I left, but then I managed to conquer, and here I am. So you find that a lot of girl children out there, they're just sitting at home doing nothing, but they've got a lot of potential skills in their hands, which needs just to be unlocked, and they can start to take financial freedom is needed for those children, for them not to rely on certain things that are going around in, how girls are victims of rape, victims of prostitution, victims of anything, because they are vulnerable. They need money to take care of themselves. They need money to take care of their children. Some will be pregnant at 15, sitting at home, nothing to do. They'll end up doing things which are very, very shameful. But why, when you can empower yourself? So I want to focus more on empowering the youth to say, this drug abuse thing, we can start to talk about it, and by the time we get to a certain time in life, we want that to be less, to say you can do something and still prosper in life no matter what situation you are. So those are the areas that I want to tackle, of just helping the girl child, the youth, to say, you know what, let's find something for you to do, get occupied, get money, and I think you can make it in life.
I think you don't have to live the gender like us, because if you just take the girl child, there are a lot of things that are being done with the boys, especially our society. They just say you are a boy, but there are a lot, especially to the boy.
Yeah, what we're talking about is the issue now is, if you have realized now, there are a lot of women empowerment programs. Have you realized that?
Yeah, that's true.
Women empowerment programs, women empowerment programs, women empowerment programs. But the issue now is that empowered women is going home to an unempowered man.
Wow.
You get it?
Wow,
yes.
Wow.
I'm very empowered, but my husband is not empowered. So our language and our level is now, because I've come from a function which we're being taught to be empowered, to work, to what, but I'm going into a man who is just sitting on the TV watching soccer every day, so we also, like what you're saying is very true, we also need to start to empower the boy child.
Yeah, that's
to find platforms to talk about being empowered. How do you even manage an empowered women? That's why you see a lot of marriages are failing, because the conflicts are now, I'm empowered, I have my money, if you don't buy me this, I'll buy myself, which is different from our parents. Like our mothers were so grounded. The men will be the head of the family, they'll be taking you. But now a generation, we're very empowered to say, no, if it doesn't work, I'm going. I can take of myself, I have money. So we need to be on the same level. You also need to be empowered. I have my kids at home, I have one girl and 2 boys. So I always try to say, whenever I'm going for functions and whatever way, I always go with my children. My firstborn is now O-level, writing is O-levels, but I now want to go with him to places where he can meet powerful men, so that he can get inspired, want to learn more, and want to I also want him now to start even to learn about entrepreneurship. What is that? So that he can be also empowered, so that whenever he meets a empowered women, they're on the same level.
That's true. I didn't ask what more services do you offer? You mentioned the what do you call the
makeup. Now we do makeup, we do massages, pedicures, facials, individual lessons. So what we did is we tried to make it a one-stop shop.
Okay.
where someone can come and get all their services at one space.
Wow.
So everything, be it from hair, nails, massages, makeup, anything. We even have a barber.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're doing it.
So we try to make it a one-stop shop for convenience.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So do you offer like if I'm an artist, like a singer, if I want someone to be my makeup artist, would you offer those services that you say, I will be your makeup artist, or do you offer all those services?
Yeah, we do. It depends, but a lot of makeup artists, when you are still growing, that's when you get those offers, and those singers, they would probably say, I'll market for you, or what. They don't pay, most of them. Some of them they pay, some they don't. So sometimes as you grow as a business, some of those offers just no, I'm okay. But for someone who's still starting, I would say it's a good offer because you be visible.
That's true.
Yeah.
So how do you manage? Like you say, you're a model, then you are also a businesswoman. How are you managing all that? And you are also a mother. How are you managing all that pressure?
Yeah, I try to balance, but it's not easy. I wouldn't lie. Sometimes some of my work requires me to wake up very early, like leave home around 3 a.m. Sometimes some of my, you remember the night of Nama Awards?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember when I was about to go home, and someone called me, say, you know what, I want my makeup done. I'm going to the Nama Awards. It was already 7. So understand. But you can't say no to money.
Yeah, that's
because our job requires sometimes is you get our money early in the morning when people are going for functions, and then you're just sitting during the day, and then sometimes at the end of the day, that's
also,
when
you have to make sure that minute you have to.
You have to, yeah. But you always have to try to balance family. When you get time to be home, be with the family, be with your children, find things that makes you happy, go out with the children and bond, and also have a talk with them so that they can understand what is going on. You say, you know what, I'm going to work because of this. What's important? Why do I need to work? So that they can understand sometimes that you are not abandoning them. You are really doing this to build something for them. It's very important, but it's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But I'm really trying to manage the modeling thing. Like I told you, I'm an MC. I speak on events. Like yesterday, I was in Mutare. I had gone to speak at a function for AU students. They were having a Women's Month function, and we drove down to Mutare. But I had woke up in the morning on Saturday, did clients from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My last client was 11 o'clock. After that, I started preparing. 1 o'clock, I was on the road.
And Mutare is not here?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I had to balance. I had to go to work first, then travel. Yeah.
So I think you have also mentioned the words for those who are starting. I think you should just give the words to a girl child. I think for a girl child, I think you should just give the words you want to say to them.
No, I just want to say to someone out there, especially the girl child, that you know what, I for myself, I believe that everyone has got something inside them that just need to be unlocked.
That's true.
You just need to find the right people, the right person to talk to. Find mentors. Do you have a mentor?
I think mine is period.
It's okay. So someone will ask me, what is a mentor? It's someone who really you admire the way they do their things. Spend time with them, get to understand, tell them your dreams, tell them, so that especially those people who have walked the road that you want to go, they know the mistakes that you're going to make. They know everything. So if they tell you, no, you know what, don't do this way, you listen, or have a mentor and have a coach.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a coach who you talk to and understand. You tell them when you feel weak sometimes, you call them, you know what, I'm feeling drained, I'm tired. And then they will tell you what to do next, which is something very important, that find someone to talk to, have the right mindset, and always be positive about life. No matter what happens in your life, no matter what you go through, be positive. Allow yourself to bloom. Don't just hide and shy away in your box and just think. And no, there are a lot of people out there who have come to me and talked to me and say, I want to do this, I have a loss of esteem, I can't talk in front of people, how do you do it? And I help them, and they're big people right now. So I want to say to someone today that don't give up. That's the other thing. And always start. Whenever you think of doing something, no matter how you have the thing, my guy, Aren't you wanting to do your podcast thing? The way now you have the things and what start, even sitting under a tree.
That's true.
Start. You never know who's watching.
Yeah, that's true. I think with that one, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Peace.
Thank you.
Hey, 30 minutes, Shama.
No do.